Hello, welcome to PlayStation Access. My name is Rob. Joining us is Rosie. And Astrobot is here, Rosie, on PS5.
Yes!
You've already 100% completed it.
Already got the platinum.
I would expect nothing less, Rosie. We are here just to talk basically about how Astrobot is the most joyous video game maybe I've ever played. Like, I'm struggling to think of a game where every single second that I'm playing it, I'm just grinning or laughing. Like, there is no moment in this game where I'm not just having fun, seeing like a cool PlayStation reference, or poking something that's fun to poke with a great haptic feedback feel, or fighting a fun boss with amazing music. It's just the game just doesn't stop.
I literally, so when I was playing it in the office, Nathan came upstairs. I literally said to him, I'm about to cry of happiness. I was like, I'm just so happy. I can literally feel myself just having happy tears. I love this game so much, and I'm so excited to talk about the joy that it's brought us, and I'm sure it will bring everyone else.
Oh, just everyone. Like, we're going to do our very best, by the way, to not spoil some of the really cool stuff that's in the game. I think one of the big joys of playing Astrobot has been discovering, you know, bots of iconic PlayStation characters that I didn't know were in the game.
Yeah.
So we're not going to be talking specifics about those kind of things. We want to leave you, the audience, to discover as much of this stuff for yourself, because that's where a lot of the joy comes from. But we're going to have to touch on some of it, because as soon as I started the game, Rose, and it gives you like 3 memory cards to choose from for what save slot you want. I mean, I was like, it's so simple, but a memory card, oh my God.
It's me. I know, I saw there was like an orange one. I think it was like save slot 3, and I remember debating whether I go for the orange one because it's my favorite color, but I thought, no, my childhood instinct is saying save slot 1. That's my save slot.
There's something nostalgic just about save slots in general. Like, you don't tend to get them very much in games now. It's just like, do you want to continue where you left off? Yeah. My daughter's been playing it as well. Like, she is 8 now, and for her, it felt like the first time she'd ever really tried to overcome challenge in a game. Like,
oh, that's fantastic.
Normally, whenever like a tough boss or something comes, she's like, Daddy, can you do this bit for me? But she's really been trying, like, seeing her like scouring every level, making sure she's rescued every bot, and just like leaping around for joy when she unlocks all of them, rescues all of the bots in a level.
Oh my God, that's wonderful.
It's been very, very special.
This game really is a fantastic family game.
Oh, 100%. Yeah, absolutely.
And I think it's something that just the world really needs right now. The world just needs this kind of game that literally everyone can enjoy for multiple different reasons. I think this game is just going to bring smiles on so many people's faces, and just hearing that your daughter has just been leaping for joy, and also like been really invested in the platforming challenges and learning the ways. It reminds me of like when we were kids, when we had a platformer like Crash Bandicoot, and we were learning about the challenges
just
and
learning,
stuff.
Hearing all her names through the little... It's like, oh no, it's one of the spiky boys. I don't know. It's like, do you know how to do the spiky boys? Just be calm, wait for the spikes to attract, and then bop him.
It was the rabbits. The rabbits kept on getting me.
Oh yeah, the leaping rabbits, and those bell ones that slam down as well. They get me as well. But for my daughter, who's only 8, so isn't going to get quite a few of the references from some of the older characters that are present in the game, seeing her still really enjoying it just as a pure platformer, I think is testament to how great this game is. So it's got this kind of gameplay that is, as you say, I think, Rosie, you've hit the nail on the head. It is accessible for all ages, really. And it's fun for all ages. And if you are someone who's been with PlayStation since the beginning, you've also got so much amazing stuff to uncover, which we're not going to spoil. There's going to be so many fun surprises for you. Some that I had absolutely no expectation of being in this game, and they have. Like, it's a love letter to PlayStation's history in terms of all of the characters that it celebrates, but also I feel like it's a love letter to that kind of gameplay that made PS1 in particular so special for so many people. That kind of just really solid, vibrant, fun platforming adventure. It feels like we're playing a beautiful, modern version of those games we used to love 25, 30 years ago.
Yeah.
It's amazing.
Well, that's the thing. Literally, playing this game, it took me back to when I was a kid again, playing the PS1 and PS2 platformers. And I think part of like a personal charm I had as well was I was the one who's been capturing this from home. And also, obviously, our capture device only goes so far, so I was literally sat on the floor really close to the TV playing this game, and it did make me feel like a kid again, like, you know, when you're sat on the floor because your cables for your controllers only went so far, and I just had the full-on experience of just being a kid again, being taken back to the past, only, you know, now great. I'm much older.
I just love it so much. And it's not content to have any kind of lull in the fun, this game. There's always some, like right at the end of the level, you get these little sort of like bonus rainbow coloured boxes that you can smash before you shoot back off into space. And you don't have to smash them to get like 100% completion in the level, but you want to get them, right?
Yeah.
So the game will sort of like dangle them in front of you and then whip them away, and then dangle them in front of you and whip them away, and you've got to time your boost off into space at exactly the right time. And it's just that kind of thing. They didn't mean to put that in there, but it's just like you complete the level and you're like, oh, I've got the thing now, I can do that. There's always something to poke or play with or jump over or smash.
Or like the amount of like adorable animal bots that are around and about.
Yeah.
You just see them chilling on a tree, or you can like interact with them by hitting them, and they've got little animations and stuff as well.
The little details that are there purely because they are joyous.
Yeah.
I'm a sucker for water graphics. I think the water graphics in this game are absolutely beautiful. There's one level fairly early on in one of the, I think in the Octopus Nebula, it's like a beach level, Go Archipelago, whatever it's called. And that beach, my God, I spent like 10 minutes just like, just chilling out on the beach. There are some dolphins playing in the shallows, and one is holding a hoop and another dolphin's jumping through the hoop. You can jump through the hoop and get some coins.
I'm glad you also jumped through the hoop.
You've got to jump through the hoop.
You've got to jump through the hoop.
There's like turtles swimming around, and you can like surf on the turtles' backs. The enemies are wearing like little inflatable rubber rings because they're also chilling at the beach. These little playful details are what elevates it so much more beyond just a platformer.
Yeah.
If it was just a platforming, like that still is great as well. It's still like a really, really good platforming game. Really artfully constructed, really sort of intelligent and varied mechanics that you'll get to experience a couple of times, like you know, the power-ups you pick up and how they alter the gameplay as you go through. So
I was blown away by the mouse one. The mouse one, I thought. I was not expecting that at all. We've seen it now in trailers and things like that, but at the time I had not seen this, and it so fluently just transitions from normal size to you are a tiny Astrobot now, and it was just seamless. It was so fantastic. And then the platforming, like humor and puzzles they have around this mechanic as well was just wonderful. I loved that accessory.
It is just like a big happy toy box full of stuff, right? Like I think my favorite, well, there's the monkey grabbing one, which I just love. I just love the feeling and the sensation of trying to tilt your DualSense back and forward as you clamber up this thing, and the haptics are brilliant as well. I think it's like Astro's Playroom and now Astrobot. I think they're my favorite examples of haptic feedback and adaptive trigger use on PS5. Like, it just feels so good. Like, there are in the Aztec level, there are like those walls with glowing glyphs on them that Astro has to like walk across with his hand sort of touching it, and you're feeling for the square that's got the little rumble so you can push it in and unlock the door. And it's just stuff like that. It feels so brilliant.
It could have literally have just been a door or something, but no, they had the fun element of go on, feel the wall, feel everything as well.
I love the unzipping when you're underwater and there's like a bubble of water and you get to unzip it and all the water comes out. It's so good, my God.
I love the zipping as well in general. I feel like in Playroom we got the little zips where you're zipping up like one of your gadget outfits, but here the zips have been like extended. So you get that sensation of unzipping for even longer, like a bit longer, but still I was like, yes.
Another thing I wanted to talk about, and this is something I think that Astrobot does to a level that none of Astro's games have before, and I think that's just the amount of fun collectible secret stuff that is hidden away in the game, and how compelling it is trying to find all that stuff. I mean, you've got the basic premise where each level has a number of bots you've got to rescue, a number of puzzle pieces you've got to collect, and occasionally like a wormhole distortion secret to find.
Yeah, like the portal.
Yeah, the portals, yeah. And they're often really secretly hidden away in levels, and finding them is a challenge in and of itself. But when you do find them, they give you access to the Lost Galaxy, which has like a bunch of additional levels which are quite challenging and quite unique, but have like extra bots to find and extra puzzle pieces to collect. But like the ecosystem of this stretches so far beyond just collecting bots and collecting puzzle pieces from these levels. So when you rescue your bots, they go back to the crash site, which is where you crash land at the beginning of the game, and this quickly develops into your like central hub area where all of the bots that you've rescued hang out. And the more bots you collect, the more areas within this crash site you can access and explore. And just seeing that gradually expand and grow as you go through the game is just so exciting. I mean, also, imagine yours with 100% completion must be absolute party time.
It's absolute party time over there in my crash site at the moment. But I think I also love as well that when you, like at first when you find your bots, of course you want to see them and see where they are in the crash site. And when... that some of them have got like I need an item, and then when you get the gacha machine, and then you finally see like they have their full animations and stuff, seeing not only them come more to life but also just the world come to life. It's so wonderful to experience, and your progression, seeing it happening bit by bit. And when you explore like other areas as well in the crash site, that your hard work is, again, it's like platformers when they say, you need a certain number of this in order to do this. But I remember being a kid being like, I don't have enough of like this in the game yet, whereas now I was just getting everything all the time. So I was just going into the crash site and being like, okay, all the bots come here, all the bots go there, finding all these secrets, and it was just all just together. Just was a wonderful experience to see it grow.
I love so that there are areas in the crash site where you need a specific number of bots to unlock a thing. So there could be, for instance, another bot you can rescue trapped under a boulder, and you need 2 bots to come along and help you lift the boulder. But later on there's like, big chasms where you need like 40 bots to cross, and all 40 bots will sort of like join together, all holding hands, and form like a bridge across this chasm. So as you're sort of like tiptoeing across it, you're tiptoeing over, there's a little bot from, there's Parappa bot that I've just trodden on. There's Crash Bandicoot, there's Jack and Daxter, like this kind of thing. It's so like I think it's randomized, so you were like, okay, I need 40 bots here now, and I don't think it's like scripted which 40 bots turn up.
I think it's whichever ones are just sort of like near you,
happen to be around,
so, and then they're like just the first ones that get there, they're so like I'm helping.
You get like a different combination of bots each time. But I just love this kind of thing. I love it how it just, the fun just gradually expands and expands and expands, and it's just such an amazingly joyous celebration of everything PlayStation and platforming.
100%.
It's just so good.
The symbol ones as well, like specifically the ones where you have levels themed around.
They're tough.
The symbol. But they're like I was like, I'm going to do this. I was like, right, okay, these are my platforming, like, difficult moments happening. Let's do this. So that was, again, giving me the sort of difficulty kick where I was like, right, you're not, I know what I need to do. I just need to do it.
you need those kind of things in there, for sure. I think I got my ass kicked by the circle one when I played the game at Summer Game Fest. But it was that, and it's so quick to get you back in the action if you fail it, that you get that kind of compelling loop of, I'm getting a little bit better, I'm getting a little bit further. And then towards the end of it, the stuff that was causing you difficulty at the beginning, you're just like hopping past with ease because you've got the rhythm and the pattern down of it. It's so good.
Then you reach that phase where no matter how, you're just getting worse, and then you're just like, this is like the start of the level, I need a break.
I just want to talk about some of the bots specifically, because you mentioned the gacha machine that you can unlock in the crash site, and often the items within there are items that some of the bots can use. So you can unlock Parappa's microphone. So you get Parappa Bot that you can rescue, and with the gacha machine you unlock his microphone, and then Parappa Bot is there doing his rapping in the crash site.
He goes, I can't believe, which made me so happy. Like some of the bots do like speak and say little references, and Parappa Bot saying I gotta believe, like that was also a moment where I was like, I might cry. I was so happy about it.
So good. And the game really heroes in on these moments. So if you go and interact with these special bots, like the camera will come in close, the background like shifts out of focus. It's like a portrait photograph almost, where the game is like, ta-da!
Ta-da!
Look! And you should look, because they've obviously put a huge amount of effort into creating really satisfying, not, I think satisfying is a strong enough word, but joyous, bespoke animations that are going to be really fan-pleasing for each of these special bots. So each of these special bots get their moment to shine in the crash site, and whatever you are a fan of within PlayStation's, decades-long history, there are going to be bots in there that you're just going to have the biggest grin on your face when you see them.
I really love as well that they haven't, so when you find the bots, you get like a title and then a little subtext as well, just to give you a little bit of a hint of who they are. But they don't actually say who the bot is. So it's you then who have to try and be like, I know who this character is, or I don't know who is this character. And also some of the subtext really did make me laugh. There was some which I knew referenced like in jokes and things like that, which people have over the internet over the years been laughing about and things like that, and they picked up on those moments and referenced them in the game. So moments like that again make me just think, they knew exactly what they were doing.
It's very apparent that this is a game that has been made by massive PlayStation fans, as well as for massive PlayStation fans. We need to talk about the bosses.
Yes.
Because they are like a big sort of flagship moment, I think, in any platformer, but especially, I think, in Astrobot. We've seen a couple of them in the trailers. You'll probably have seen the gorilla and the octopus in the trailers. And they're just so much fun to fight.
They're so much fun to fight.
They're funny. There's like a satisfying amount of challenge, I find, to them as well.
Yeah.
You're not talking like Dark Souls level, obviously, but I died quite a few times to quite a few of the bosses, and it's like that satisfying thing. We got to learn. I say you just learn an attack pattern, but the variety of like animations and moves that the bosses will do throughout the boss fight. You're never just doing the same thing over and over again.
Yeah.
There's always something new to react to or to look out for, and often it is just visually spectacular as well. I think the bosses are amazing.
No, they really are, and I really like, again, with Astrobot Rescue Mission on PSVR as well, for example, they incorporate the gadgets that you've just been learning about. So for example, the gorilla boss has the dog accessory that you can have, and the whole boss is then themed around that element, as well as also having a little throwback I found to Rescue Mission, where you have to knock the gorilla's teeth and stuff, which in Rescue Mission you then did to use the grappling hook on and pull them out. But I just thought it was really nice how they were like, oh no, the gorilla's still got really bad teeth. I was like, oh, right.
Well, he has fine teeth, and then you make them bad by smashing them out of his face.
But no, the bosses are incredibly fun. I like the little build-up you get to them as well. Some of them, especially the gorilla boss, there is like a little build-up in the levels themselves. I think it was Construction Derby where you see the gorilla as just in the level itself, and then the glass has his face on them as well. So it's all just a little bit of a build-up, a little bit of a fun tease to what's to come.
Then the music as well throughout.
Yes.
The boss fights is great, but I think my favourite bit of music is at the crash site. I love the music at the crash site.
Yeah, the music
was really strong.
I really liked the track, but there's like a sort of jazz piece in the mouse level. I think that's where it got introduced, and I was really loving this sort of jazzier little piece. As well as the music that plays in the tree level, where the tree grows. When I finished Astrobot, I was like, no, I'm not ready to put the game down yet. And I had a little bit of time before my bedtime, but I played the tree level again just because I wanted to hear the song again. Just for the music again. The music throughout it is fantastic. And in general, it's got some music from Playroom, some music from Rescue Mission, as well as their own original tracks as well, and some remixes and things as well. So overall, the music is an absolute delight throughout the whole game. Especially, I think the new tracks have done a really good job with, like, spicing up the variety, trying slightly different vibes and feelings, and the remixes as well that appear. I don't want to say a lot about them, but they make me, again, just very, very happy.
Another thing we should touch on before we wrap up this video, Rosie, and I think this is one of the most exciting things about the game, we're not going to spoil specifics, but there are certain moments in the game where you get to not just rescue iconic PlayStation characters, but play as like Astrobot versions of these characters. One of which, I think the first one, Rosie, made you unbelievably happy.
The first one made me unbelievable. Yeah, again, when you were saying earlier about moments that you wouldn't expect and things like that, this is something, and I also mentioned this in my Astrobot video, that it was something that referenced, it's just something I didn't think would ever get the spotlight again. And not only has it got the spotlight, but it's had a whole thing dedicated to it to celebrate it. I was so incredibly happy. I think this game's had it where I've gasped multiple times, like even seeing a little bot appear, like, and I'm like, like I've gasped so many times, but that moment I really was just like, like I did a full-on little scream. I don't want to say too much about them, but they are just fantastic, and I can't wait for people to experience them.
I think that is all we should say about them, Rosie, and people should discover them for themselves and enjoy playing them, as you should with all of Astrobot, because there is so much amazing stuff to find. We've barely scratched the surface in this little chat. But that is Astrobot, probably one of the most joyous video game I think I've ever played. Just constant smiling and laughing and whooping and gasping.
Exactly.
Gasping the game.
It's absolutely wonderful. And I just loved it on our little work chat as well when Nathan said, this game is making me really happy. What is happening? Like, it's
He's
just
a crusty, cynical old man, and it's even warmed his stone cold heart.
Exactly.
So if you are looking forward to Astrobot, and you absolutely should be, you can pick up the game for yourself on the 6th of September. Please give us a like, and also let us know which is the bot that you're most excited to rescue as you've played the game. Stick them in the comments, and please do subscribe so you don't miss out on anything from the world of PlayStation. Thanks for watching. We'll catch you again soon.
PlayStation